Welcome to FTP Sports as we present High School Sports 2000. Hello everyone, this is Jim Sainsbury and we're here at Rock Island Almquist Stadium getting ready for the kickoff between the UT Panthers versus the Alleman Pioneers. And as soon as I said that, we are on our way. The kick is off and it's a deep one. It'll go back into the end zone and out of the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 at that point. Well, lots of things to get caught up on here. Alleman comes into the contest at 2-5, and they've had better seasons, I'm sure. And over on the other side, UT with a 5-2 record. They got to keep it going to make that playoff berth. They got to get one more win to make an automatic berth into the playoffs as we get set for the first snap of the game. Ryan Jones goes underneath center, and he'll give it off to Mike Wood, and Mike Wood will take it up to about the 23-yard line, and it'll be 2nd down and 7. Making the tackle is Brian Dennison. Tonight's kind of a special night as they are going to have inductees into the Hall of Fame for Alleman, and including the head coach for UT, that being Mike Tracy. So I'm sure he has some really proud moments that he had when he was coach at Alleman. As on 2nd down, another 3 yards made up. It'll be 3rd down. Well, we'll make that 4 yards. 2nd down or 3rd down and 2 at the 28-yard line. So we'll try to get in more into that induction as the time goes on. But right now we got some plays to call here as they're in a pro set backfield, and gives it off to, again, Mike Wood, number 21. He'll have the 1st down. So on their first series, the Pioneers looking pretty good so far. They're in the green, and the UT Panthers are in the black pants, white jerseys with black and orange numerals. Dennis Dierks, the head coach for Alleman, as they're on their... Well, let's see here. It didn't go too far. Maybe give him a half a yard. That was about it.
Dana Just is the head coach for Alleman.
My mistake on that. I was looking at another sheet, I guess, at home, and I accidentally pronounced or said the Genesee. Oh, somebody was in motion. But apparently,
well, he's allowed to do that. As long as he doesn't, he went forward and he went to the side, he can do that.
I guess he did. I thought maybe he took 2 steps forward and that would have been procedure, but apparently he just got 1 step off. And there was a good gain, however. It kind of, it got the defense stalled there, and they got up and to the 40-yard line, and that'll make it, well, let's see here, 3rd down and 3.
Well, Alleman is sure moving the ball here early in the game.
Well, they look good. I tell you what, against Rocky last week, they put up a heck of a fight in the first half, and they'll have another 1st down. Is Mike Wood again, or check that. Nick Armetta with the carry, his first carry of the evening, and he gets a 1st down for the Pioneers. So, well, a special night again with 5 players being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and that's special, and I think the youngsters want to put on a good show for everybody. Splitting out wide is Craig Ledbetter to the right side, and then giving off up the middle again. And there, that time,
number 40.
Ben Sacco, number 40, with a great hit. Nick Armetta, I think, was the ball carry. He went absolutely nowhere, went about 4 yards backwards. So 2nd down and 9. And that up the middle play, up the gut, worked a couple times, but now they should try something else. And it's going to be the first pass of the evening as he looks downfield, and it's caught by Jake Steele, number 84. So Ryan Jones to Jake Steele. That'll be another 1st down at the 40-yard line. So they are definitely moving the ball. They are fired up here in their first series.
Yeah, they're moving the ball real well here.
When come out to the wide right side is Chris Knock. As they're in a pro set, it's given off again to Nick Armetta, and he breaks it free. He's down to the 10, inside the 15 to 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Nick Armetta. as he burst through the line, a 40-yard plunge off to the left side, and he broke one tackle and he was gone. So immediately an 80-yard drive, and I don't quite have the plays on it. I would think less than 10 plays, and Pioneers go up 6-0.
That was really an impressive drive by the Pioneers here on their first series.
Boy, I tell you, that's right out of the playbook. The team that they played earlier, Geneseo, that looked like that. So great for these youngsters to see a score on their first drive, and I think we're in for a ball game here tonight. As looks like timeout Alleman. So apparently something wasn't correct. With that, we'll take a break. We'll be back with the extra point. Armetta will try for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's no good as it slides off to the right. Oh, the dreaded words, wide right. But 6-0 in favor of the Pioneers. They drove it about 8 plays, 80 yards, in less than about 4 minutes. So a great drive. Well, Justin Weichel gets set to kick, number 13. Chatham deep, but it's a short kick. It's going to go out of bounds. That will back them up. Or would they take it over at the 40? I can't remember the high school rule on that. They'll probably take it at the 40, isn't it?
It looks like they're going to re-kick it. They just gave the ball back to the kicker. Looks like they're re-kicking.
Looks like they're re-kicking, yeah.
No.
Well,
first down for the Panthers.
I guess they're going to, where they took it, they'll take it right where it went out of bounds. So starting at 37, first possession by UT as they now down 6-0. Brian Lejeune quarterbacking, which is kind of a switch, and he'll be taken down immediately with a 1-yard loss. Hit there immediately by
Jeff Snyder.
Jeff Snyder, number 75, takes him down. And so it'll be second down and 11.
Well, Lejeune went from a probable to a quarterback.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. So this is a big switch, something that we haven't seen so far. And Lejeune hangs off a quick and almost fumbled the ball when he gave him the handoff. And that was a tackle made by everybody on the Pioneer side. And Shadaman with the carry, Justin, and he went, maybe got a yard back out of the yard that they lost previously. So it'll be third down and 9 at the 37-yard line. Let's see, can Lejeune pass it now? This is one thing we're going to have to find out. We got 2 split out wide. Well, he's going to give it a whirl as well, he decides otherwise. He goes out to the right side and he cuts it upfield, but he's going to be far short of the first down, getting, well, about back to the line of scrimmage or a little bit more than that maybe, but that'll be fourth down and 10, and UT is going to have to punt it away. So Robert Petro will come on to do the punting chores.
Not a real good opening series for the UT Panthers.
No, it wasn't, but I tell you what, I think the Pioneers are really fired up for this one, and they're certainly proving. Armetta back deep. He'll be on the left side. And the punt is away. It's a nice high one. It'll come down to, and it's fumbled and recovered by Justin Shadaman. Or check that was Josh Shadaman as he recovers the fumble. And so a big break for UT as they'll take over at the 17-yard line. Well, that's exactly what the Pioneers didn't want to happen. They had things going all their way, and let's see what happens now.
And UT sure gained the advantage on that exchange.
Boy, I guess so. So Lejeune again underneath center, and I can't figure out why he's quarterback. And apparently Rafferty must have been injured. And so Lejeune is in there, and I thought he was kind of nicked up as well, so this is kind of a surprise. Well, no gain for the Panthers. As the Pioneers again on defense playing tough, and they did this to Rocky, like I said previously, last weekend. So I think that Coach Mike Tracy knew that they were in for a tough one here this evening. LeJohn passes, but it's going to be batted down, and I didn't quite see who got it. I think it might have been done for Chad Bowden. Knocked it down, or Jake Bowden it should be, number 74, got that big mid up there and knocked her down. That brings up 3rd down and 10. And so the big break right now is so far hasn't done anything. So LeJohn now faces a 3rd down and 10 as he got 2 split out wide with a pro set in the backfield. And he'll drop back, he'll come out to the left side, and he'll cut it upfield. He's to the 10 and inside the 10 down to about the 9, but still far short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and about 3.5 yards. So a good play. Did a reversal there, but not enough.
Well, this is going to be about 4th and 4.
About 4th and 4, yep. A short 4, a long 3, so whatever way you want to go, and they are going to go for it. So let's see what happens here as LeJohn and company comes up to the line. He comes up and he'll split, and he won't make it. He'll be taken down there as Terry Ford takes him down, and they'll turn it over on down. So the Pioneers really fired up now. Well, looking good so far.
Well, that's an opportunity that UT is probably going to wish they had back.
That may come back to haunt them as the night goes on, but a great defensive stand by the Alleman Pioneers. Well, can they repeat what they just got done doing on their first series as Ryan Jones comes up underneath center again? He'll give it off to Mike Reddig, and Reddig will take it up to the 20 for, well, check it to the 15 for about a 6-yard gain.
Boy, right now, Alleman's offensive line is just standing up the Panthers' defense.
Brian Sells with the tackle, number 77. Big Brian Sells. And there's a pitch out again to Reddig, and that's Armetta, as Marmetta is met at the line of scrimmage, and no gain there. As he stuffed that pretty good as he got to the outside, but everybody was there waiting for him. Brian Dennison with the tackle, number 55. And so that will bring up a 3rd down and 3. And I don't know if, yes, we've already had a pass, and Ryan Jones looks like he got a pretty good passing arm. And he's 6'2", so he can see over a lot of these guys that are in front of him, and that's his advantage. I mean, that makes a big difference when a quarterback, especially in high school, that he's that tall. So let's see what happens here. Is splitting out wide, number 10, Ledbetter. And, well, I didn't see who got it. I think it was Armetta, and it looks like he got the 1st down. He had to pass 19 and a half, and he got it to the 20, so 1st down and 10 for the Pioneers. Well, they're starting their goal where they left off their first series, as Mary methodically marching the ball down the field. Chris Knock comes out wide to the right side. As it's given off to Terry Ford, and Terry Ford ought to be taken down right at the line of scrimmage. He is tackled by Adam Flores, and again Brian Dennison, number 55. So Brian Dennison, very active linebacker, number 55.
That was one of the few times the defense made some penetration on that offensive line of Alleman.
And in fact, he probably lost about 6 inches on that one. So let's see what happens here. 2nd down and 10. And this time Ryan Jones will pass it downfield. It's caught. Ryan Trimble for a 1st down up at the 33-yard line. He's taken down there by Justin Shadaman, but not before he gets the 1st down, a 13-yard pass play. Boy, they got everything going right now, and they're looking good here.
And the quarterback got hit just as he let it go.
I didn't see who hit him, but I just got a flash. Somebody coming in. So Ryan Jones will stand in and take the hit if he can complete that pass any day of the week. Comes out to Armetta, and he's going to be hit immediately. by Adam Carton, and Carton takes him down for, about a 4-yard loss, it looks like.
Well, he was in there quick.
Oh, very quick, and Adam plays both ways.
Adam Carton, loss of about 4
Plays
yards.
defensive tackle and
14.
sometimes is also a center, so a very, very good player for UT as he's playing defensive end right now. So lots of changes. The way we had it a week ago that they played a lot of changes on defense and offense for UT, and that play is going absolutely nowhere
About a yard. Take it down by number 40.
with Terry Ford to carry, and maybe gets about a yard, and Sacco with the hit, number 40, and he gets the credit for the tackle. So facing a long 13 yards on third down,
For the Pioneers.
and again they got to be careful in this area here. It'd be great to throw it way downfield, but boy, you don't want that interception. They've had one turnover, they don't want another one. So let's see what happens here as Ryan Jones brings everybody up. They've got a 3-wide set, and he does go back. It's a screen play, and it's a good one, Ryan Trimble, but it's not going to go anywhere as he gets up just past the original line of scrimmage to about the 35, but he's brought down there
Two.
by Dennison along with, no, I didn't quite catch who the other player was that got the tackle, but that'll be 4th down.
Well, UT smelled that out pretty good.
They really did, and actually it was a pretty darn good play. I mean, he had a 3-wide set, and you would have thought they might have caught him off guard there, but maybe they saw something on film and saw that setup. So it's punting formation,
Number 3, Justin Shadowman.
and the punt is away. And it'll come down to Shadaman at the 30, and he's going backwards, but he'll try to make the corner. And if he can, he's got a lot of speed. He's up to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Inside the 50 to the 40. Oh, and finally taken down. A saving tackle by Mike Wood, or he would have been gone. Great run back by Josh Shadaman. As wow, that was a super run. That's what we've been waiting to see.
Well, we were talking before the game how much fun it is to watch these Shadowmans, and
Oh, they're a great fun to watch.
they're so small, but boy, they have a lot of heart.
And they're powerful. I mean, they're 145 and they're 5'4", but tell you what, they give 100% every single play, and a completed 2. Vallejo with the catch, number 90.
Number 90, D'Amico Vallejo.
So very good catch by that young man, and excuse me, as he gets it down to the 25 or
That was a good
27.
catch by D'Amico. He just caught that right on the end of his fingertips.
So LeJeune can definitely pass it, Jess, as we didn't know if we could or not. He normally plays in that fullback position. Terry Westbrooks with his first carry, and he'll pick up a couple.
Up about 3 yards. First wrapped up by 88, Jeff Jacobs.
Is Jeff Jacobs with the tackle,
For number 70,
number 88,
the Pioneers, Jeff Schneider. Gain of
and along with
7.
Adam, or check that, Jeff Schneider, number 75. So 2nd down and 7. LeJeune still in there at quarterback. And he'll keep the ball. He cuts it up inside, and he'll get inside the 20, down to about the 22, just shy of the 1st down.
Mike Wood made the tackle on that. He had him by the ankle, probably saved a couple more yards.
I think so. It was a good cutback, and that's what they have to be careful of, because LeJeune can definitely run the ball, and if they're not expecting him being a quarterback to run that way, they could be in for big trouble. So let's see what happens here on 3rd down and 2.
That's the end of your first.
It's the end of the first
Well,
quarter.
end of the first quarter already. The score,
U.T.H.S. Panthers.
Pioneers are 6, UT 0. With that, we'll take a break. Well, we're back as LeJohn once again gets underneath center, and he'll take it right up the gut. Try to get that first down, and from my vantage point here, I can't tell you. It is a first down as he gets it down to the 15-yard line. So quarterback sneak by Brian LeJohn, and the Panthers are on the move for their first time here this evening. Well, they had one opportunity that was squandered away when they couldn't get it in. And LeJohn comes out to the left, and he's keeping it, looking downfield, though. He'll fire it off to Mr. Oh, check that. And it's up and over down at about the 1-yard line. Vallejo again with a catch, so he's very active.
That was just another outstanding catch. He caught that thing on the end of his fingers.
Just at the end of his fingertips. So we hadn't seen much of the passing to Vallejo, and tonight he's looking very, very good. So first down and goal at about, and let's see, I think the whistles were blowing prior to the snap, so let's see, there is a penalty, however.
Alleman seems to think it's on UT, and it looks like that's what it is. Lined up over the line, probably.
Offside by Alleman. Well, at that point of the field, I don't think it's going to make that much difference at about the 1-inch line right now. So.
Well, it would have been if it had been the other way around. But
So let's see what happens here as LeJohn takes the snap, and he'll try to take it up the middle.
Well,
and
I don't know.
No signal yet.
I just seen him go back, but.
And still no signal. Of course, UT is putting their arms up in the air, but so far all the officials have said nothing, so apparently he didn't get it in. So wow, what a battle we have going on at the goal line.
Well, when you saw him go in, he just kind of stopped. You could just see that he didn't really have enough momentum to go in.
Oh, it was great penetration by the Pioneers as they stuffed it. They got underneath everybody else a little bit lower than the offensive line did, and that's how you get the guy to get pushed backward. And this time looks like LeJohn is in, so touchdown for UT. Brian LeJohn with the 1-inch plunge. And so we're tied up, and we're waiting for the extra point.
Well, he made sure that time he went over. He didn't try to go through anybody.
Well, the Pioneers certainly put up a good battle down there, though. I mean, that's hard to keep it. Sure it was. And they're playing great football so far here this evening. Yeah, Scott Durbin comes in to make the extra point, number 41. And holding the ball is Ryan Rangel. Snap is good. The ball is up. The kick is up, and it is good. So he takes a 1-point lead. Leads it now 7-6. We're brought to you tonight by Quad City Sports Connection, and with that, we'll be back with the kickoff. Well, we get the kickoff off, and it comes down to about the 5-yard line, taken there. By Tom Langer, and he'll bring it up to about the 32-yard line. 31-yard line, it looks like. So first and 10 for the Pioneers. Well, beautiful evening.
Well, we're up here with Craig Whitlock, and he agrees with me about your voice. That
I have no accent at all, huh? Okay, I guess I would just have to accept that, and who knows, that may change. But let's see what happens here on first and 10. About no gain there for Armetta as he got tackled by basically the whole front line of the UT.
Second and 9.
So give him a yard, I guess. Second down and 9. As Ryan Jones looks over the defense, he hands it off quickly, but not quickly enough as he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So that play went for no gain, or actually a loss maybe of about 2 yards.
No gain, it'll be third and 10 for the Pioneers.
Well, all of a sudden now UT starting to stiffen up their defense, Jess, and I think they waited that first series to see what they were going to throw at them, and now they're starting to play their normal football that we've seen in the past. And let's see what happens here on 3rd down and 9 as Jones goes back, big pass, and he's had a gun of an arm so far, and it's caught. And he's still going to be short of the first down, but a great pass and catch.
Well, Shotman made the initial hit on that, but he didn't wrap him up, and he went forward for a couple more yards.
Gain of about 9 yards.
So 9 yards, but that will bring up a 4th down and 1, and I'm sure they'll have to kick it away. Well, I guess they're going to have a measurement. They want to see for sure if it isn't a first down or not. So with that, we'll take a break while they measure the ball and be back with you after this. Well, they're going to go for it at 4th and 1, so first big decision of the evening, and it looks like he's got it as he only needed maybe a couple inches. And I think that'll be enough, definitely enough if he picked up a yard and a half from the public address speaker. If that's it, it'll be a first down for Alleman. So gutsy move inside their own 50.
Boy, that's a lot of confidence in your offensive line because they're down inside the 50 of U.T.
That certainly is. Well, that gives them new life. Ryan Jones will give it off to Armetta. Armetta up to and inside the 50 to about the 48-yard line.
34, Brian LeJeune.
So LeJeune with the tackle doing double duty tonight. And I thought he was injured, but obviously I was misled.
Boy, Armetta is a bulldog of a player like the Shotmans.
Yes, he is.
And they kind of that same mold.
Yeah, he is. And Terry Westbrooks is so far on UT side has been pretty quiet this evening. But let's see what Armetta does. Is he's met right away at the line of scrimmage.
A host of Panthers.
I think everybody got in on that one.
By number 40 of the Panthers.
Sacco, along with I think Seals was in there as well. So, and then a bunch of others helped out.
30 inches for the Pioneers.
3rd and inches though, so that's a lot better than 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 6 or whatever. So as a given Armetta, and he's going to have the first down as he gets it inside the 45 to about the 44-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Pioneers, and once again they're starting to march the ball down the field. So they're looking a whole lot better than the first time that we saw them, Jess. Splitting out wide to the left is Joel Lemon, number 80, as he waits the hike, and it's given off there to Michael Wood, and for 8 yards. And boy, I tell you what, big gap there. Very easy to run up through that, off that tackle play that they had there. And beautiful. So 2nd down and a short 2.
Looks like Alleman has turned it up a notch again.
Yes, they are. They're really looking good here and good in this first half. And we have to pay attention to the time. That first quarter went so quick that neither of us even know that it was getting down to it. So let's see what it is. Armetta has met immediately, and he's going to be close to the first down. I'm not sure if he got it or not, as he was really clubbed there hard. The big 79, John Pate. And I guess they're bringing the sticks out again, so the second measurement of this drive as the sticks are bring out. We'll stay with you on this one and try to see how close it is since we got a good view of it here. And first down right in the middle of the ball. So first down and 10 for the Pioneers again. And UT's kind of scratching their heads. How are we going to stop the green machine here right now, as they have really been marching down the field?
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of United Township.
So Ryan Jones, Woods in the backfield along with Armetta. And it's given off to, and I didn't even catch the ball carrier, Jess.
Mike Wood, the ball carrier.
Mike Wood did get the ball, okay.
Wrapped up by number 77, Brian Seals. A gain of 2.
And Brian Sells, defensive end, with the tackle.
The 32-yard line of the Panthers.
Well, pick up of about 2 yards.
Officials timeout.
Down about the 31. There is an official's timeout. With that, we'll take another break and be back with you with some more exciting action here between Alleman, and UT. Well, I guess there just was a short officials. That was a short timeout. I guess we're there and gone and back already. So let's see what happens here as Jones will take it out to the right side. He's going to keep it this time. He cuts it up inside, and he'll get about 3 yards, and he take it down to about the 25-yard line, make that 5-yard gain. Ben Sacco with the carry, or with the tackle, I should say. I guess he got down to about the 32. I guessed him at the 31.
That's the beauty of that option. If you have a quarterback who can fake real well like Jones does, you can make some yardage on that.
Well, he's got a real threat, too, because he can definitely pass the ball. He's got a good arm on him. So that's, almost a triple threat there. And he'll give it off to Armetta or Woods. And Woods breaks it up the middle, and he gets inside to 22 to about the 18 first and 10 there. And the only one back there was Shadaman, I think, with the tackle, or he would have scored.
Timeout, East Moline.
Timeout is called on the field. With that, we'll take a break and be back with you. Well, we get set to go again, and given off to Wood, and he'll take it up for a couple of yards, taken down to about the 15. And he's taken down by Scott Durbin. And Scott was a little under the weather too, a little bit banged up, but he's starting as well here this evening. So a lot of them that they thought might not start are in there. Maybe you can hear some of the crowd getting a little bit fired up. They're getting a little leery of what's happening here as the Pioneers are marching down. And that's going to be Jones in for the score. So he cuts it back to the left, and boy, I tell you what, hard to bring down when you get that 6'2 frame going, and he's in for the score. It's now 12-0 or 12-7 in favor of the Pioneers, and we're waiting for the extra point. Or are they going to go for two? No, it looks like they're going to try for a field goal as Jones is off to the field. And so at the 4:28 mark, again, another score. Timeout, Alleman, and with that, we'll take another timeout too. Well, the Pioneers are going to go for two as Ryan will keep it, but I think he's going to be a little bit short. And so it'll remain 12-7 in favor of the Alleman Pioneers. And we'll be back with the kickoff.
U.T.H.S. Justin Weichel. Deep for the Panthers. Number 1, Josh Shadaman. Number 3.
Well, Justin Weichel getting set to kick it off. Number 13, Shadaman's back deep. And it's a short kick. It'll be taken by one of the up men. And that's Chad Van Boltenboog, and he'll take it to about the 37-yard line. He's tackled there by John Carton, number 51, and Chris Knock. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers, and they're still probably shaking their heads a little bit on defense. They're just not used to this being pushed around like this early in the football game, but it's been a good one so far, and that's what we totally expected. Wing T, the wing formation this time. And, well, Rafferty's now in there, it looks like, as he takes over for LeJeune and give it over. I think it was Terry Westbrook with the carry, and he got just a couple. Well, it's Van Voltenberg with the carry, number 45, and he gets about 3 yards. So LeJeune was in for the first couple of series. I'm not exactly sure why Coach Tracy had that switch there, but I'm sure he had a reason for it. And Rafferty now comes in, and maybe he was a little bit banged up too, as Westbrook gets a carry, and he breaks it, well, almost. One tackler away, and he might have been gone. And with the tackle is Jeff Jacobs, along with Craig Ledbetter, number 10.
Yeah, I think you're right. Another step, and Westbrooks would have been gone.
Oh, definitely, and he's very, very quick, and you don't want to get him that step because then he's gone. Blue comes out wide to the right, number 31, as Shadaman goes into motion. Is given to Van Voltenberg up the middle. He's taken down there by Nick Armetta and Jake Bowden, number 74. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
So far, this looks like a slugfest between two heavyweights. Everyone's telling each other, take my best shot and see if you can stop me.
Oh, I think so. And that's exactly what they're doing. I think the coaches are having fun playing against each other as well. As Shadoman goes into motion, he'll give it to Van Voltenberg again, and he'll be stopped right there. A flag comes down on the field, and that's
Mike Wood really tackled him really well.
A great tackle by number 21, Mike Wood. But there is a flag down on the field. It looks the coach is saying decline it, and apparently it must have been maybe motioned. Because if it would have been a hold, I'm sure they would have marched him back.
Mr. Pat Trimble.
So let's see what the official is. Well, it's declined. Illegal man in motion, is that what he called there, it looks like? So,
Will be second and 11 for the Panthers. From the Pioneer 49-yard line.
well, Sievert's guard comes out wide to right this time, the wing formation. As it's given off to Shadoman, number 3. He gets around the corner to the 40 and takes it down to about the 35, and a rude tackle there as he's taken down very hard by Chris Knock, number 5.
Number 5, Chris Knock, will be a first down for the Panthers at the Pioneer 34-yard line.
Well, the Panthers are on the move.
Yeah, they are. They're starting to make some adjustments after the first couple of series, and let's see what happens now. And a lot of times that's nerves too, them first couple of series. As Shadoman, number 1, goes into motion, and it comes off to Westbrook's coming around the other side, and he's still going down to the 5 inside the 10-yard line down, well, just outside of the 10-yard, it looks like, at about the 11-yard line. So Westbrook's with a great run, tiptoeing down the sideline.
Well, you know, I was just thinking that if he went inside, he would have done really well. And all of a sudden, he's just tiptoeing that line and got a lot more, another 10 yards.
Wow. That's why he's the running back, and you're up here doing the camera. You should hear what happens when the camera is off. So, well, time off, and we'll take another time out as well. Well, as we get set to go again, we're already moving. And it's up the middle, and a host of everybody's all in there for a short gain down to about the 7.
Tackled by number 88, Jeff Jacobs.
Jeff Jacobs with the tackle, number 88. Van Voltenberg, I guess, did have the carry and got a couple of yards. Second down, and they can get, I guess, a first down. Yes, indeed, they can here. So let's see what happens. As it's given off to Shadoman, he tries to make it around the corner, and he's going to be stopped there and gain tackle. Well, they're not going to get him down. He'll get down, it looks like, to about the 6-yard line. Crosser with the tackle.
To the 5-yard line, it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Panthers.
So 3rd and 5 at the 5-yard line. And apparently, and I can't quite tell, but it looks like they can get a first down from, it must just be at the 1-inch line, apparently. So let's see what happens here. 3rd down and 5. Sievert's guard goes out wide to the right. Shadoman and it's in for a score. Van Voltenberg with the carry. And a nice 5-yard punch by Chad Van Voltenberg. And the UT goes back up on top, 13-12, when we're waiting for the extra point. So that was a big gaping hole there, and no problem getting in for the score.
Yeah, looking from behind, I was wondering if he even had the ball because there wasn't anybody near him.
I was kind of waiting for a pass out to Sievert's guard out to the right side here because he was all by his lonesome out here, but they decided to open it up. They'll try for a 2-point conversion. Rafferty, Shadoman went into motion for a second, and then he stopped, and I think, well, I'm not exactly sure what happened here.
Timeout UT.
Timeout UT, and we'll take another break and be back with the extra point. Well, they're going to try for 2, and Rafferty comes out to the right side. He'll pass it to Shadoman, and it's incomplete, so no good. In and out of the hands of Josh Shadoman, so it'll remain 13-12 in favor of the UT Panthers. Chad Van Boltenberg getting ready to kick it off, and he'll kick it down to, it looks like Mike Wood, number 21. He's up to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Oh, one step away. And he only had Van Boltenberg to beat. He gets it up to the 35. Good return of about 15 yards by Mike Wood. It'll be first
there's a
and
minute
10.
and 12 left in the first half.
Well, this has been one quick first half. That's all I can say. Well, let's see what happens as Jones comes underneath center. He fades back, and he's going to fire it out for a very short gain, it looks like.
Boy, number 77 giving him a pretty good pop.
Brian Seals with the crunch. Armetta with the catch, and I think he would have rather dropped it and got out of the way of big Brian Seals. So no gain on the play. Second down and 10. As Ledbetter comes out to the left side, and it's going to be a big pass down the middle, but nobody's home. So a little bit of miscommunication. I think it was intended for Armetta, but he was nowhere to be found.
Third and 10.
So third and 10.
Well, there's a little bumping on that play, but it was totally overthrown.
Yeah,
he would never had a chance.
It's
to
one of
catch
those that you never, unless he got hung up a little bit earlier, but I don't think so. So Ledbetter, however, was wide open over here on the left side, but Jones didn't see him. So it's third and 10, and Jones again goes back for the pass. He goes out to the right side. Ooh, just gets it away. Gets it into the hands.
That was kind of a dangerous pass.
Ryan Trimble, yeah, very dangerous pass.
He looked like he was slipping while he was letting it go.
So fourth down and 6, and they'll have to punt it away. That brings on the punting team. Back deep will be Josh Shadaman, number 1, along with his brother, the 3 of Justin Shadaman.
Well, if I was Alleman, I think I would kick it away from both of them, and just because either one of these guys get the ball, they could run it all the way back.
Justin Weichel waits for the snap, and he gets it away. It's a line drive, but pretty deep, and it'll go out of bounds at about, well, I guess it didn't go out of bounds, and it'll be downed at the 10-yard line. So a great punt.
Well, and they did just that. They basically kicked it away from him.
A 50-yard punt, and he did kick it away from him indeed. So it'll be first and 10 for UT at just outside the 10-yard line with 45 seconds to go. So I think, knowing Coach Tracy, he's going to take it pretty cautious down here and try to go into the halftime with a 1-point lead. So let's see exactly what they're going to do. He'll probably, Rafferty gets underneath center, and he'll give it very safely off to Van Voltenberg. Van Voltenberg up to about the 14-yard line. And it'll be second down and 6 from that point on. Will we get another play in or not? Yeah, I think we should.
Number 75 of the Pioneers, Jeff Snyder.
Jeff Snyder with the tackle. As Zach Knox brings in the play, number 88 gives it off to Rafferty, and he will let all the rest of the players know. So second down for UT, and Van Voltenberg with another safe play up the middle again. He gets it up past the 17 to about the 18, and that'll do it for halftime. The score, the UT Panthers 13, the Alleman Pioneers 12. And we're getting set for halftime.
helped the team his junior and senior years at the end position in football. Mr. Burns was named All-State his senior year by the Chicago Daily News and Chicago Herald. He was selected by Wigwam Wise Men of America to the National High School Prep All-American team and played in the 1958 All-American Prep Classic in Memphis, Tennessee. Recruited to play football by Notre Dame, UCLA, USC, Northwestern, Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana, Nebraska, Miami, and Florida State. Burns opted for a scholarship at the University of Iowa. After college, Mr. Burns settled in Toledo, where he had been commuted for 33 years. He is co-founder of the Bear Country Wrestling Tournament and one of the top junior tournaments in the state. He is also president of the Toledo Booster Club. Mr. Burns' wife, Connie Sue, have 3 children. Burns owns and operates their own appliance business in Muscatine. Inductee, Dick Burns. Our next inductee is also from the class of 1958, Mr. Dick Hugelworth. Mr. Hugelworth earned 11 varsity letters in his Alleman career. Mr. Hugelworth earned 3 varsity letters in football and 4 each in basketball and baseball. While at Alleman, Hugelworth captained the football and basketball teams, was named All-Quad Cities and All-State in football by Chicago Daily News. After his stellar prep career, Mr. Hugelworth earned a basketball scholarship at Regis College, where he's a 4-year starter and letter winner. Mr. Hugelworth and his wife Elaine, an Alleman graduate, have 4 children, reside in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Inductee, Dick Hugelworth. Our next inductee is from the class of 1972, Mr. Greg Schneider. Colonel Greg Schneider of the U.S. Air Force was a 5-time varsity letter winner at Alleman, 3 in basketball and 2 in track. He was a 2-year varsity basketball co-captain, the first-team all-tournament at Pontiac Holiday Tournament 1971. He holds a share of the Western Big Six record for most rebounds per game in the season with 16.5. Mr. Schneider was named president of the Alleman National Honor Society and won the Bosch Loam Science Award in 1972. At the United States Air Force Academy, he was a 4-year basketball letter winner and captained the team in 1976. He also earned academic All-American honors for the 1975-76 season. Mr. Schneider won the Academy Scholar Athlete Award and Distinguished Graduate of 21st out of 922 students. Mr. Schneider's post-college career is equally impressive. He was named Distinguished Graduate from the Air Force Academy Institute of Technology, earned his Ph.D. in Physics from the Air Force Institute of Technology, was named Distinguished Graduate from the Air Command and Staff College, as well as earning Air Force Defense Meritorious 2 times and the Air Force Meritorious Service Medal 3 times. Inductee, Greg Schneider. Our next inductee is Mr. Mike Tracy. Mr. Tracy came to Alleman from Augustana College and was an assistant coach for 5 years before becoming the head coach for 12 years. At that time, Mr. Tracy compiled a 93-36 mark, including an amazing 44-16 slate in the Western Big Six Conference. Mr. Tracy led the Pioneers to Western Big Six crowns and set a record for the most consecutive Western Big Six wins with 16. From 1984 to 1986, Alleman teams were an amazing 34-4. The Pioneers, under Tracy's guidance, made the playoffs 7 times, reaching the Class 3A quarterfinals in 1988 and 89, and the 4A semifinals in 1984. Twice the Pioneers finished second in the state, 1984 in the Class 3A and 1990 in 4A. Mr. Tracy holds an impressive 14-7 playoff coaching record. A Savannah native, Mr. Tracy, who served as the school's athletic director for 8 years, was the head coach of the Illinois High School Football Coaches Association All-Star Game in 1987 and an assistant coach in 1991. Mr. Tracy, who earned a master's in education administration from Western Illinois University, will become United Township High School's athletic director in the year 2001. Under Mr. Tracy, U.T.H.S. made the playoff 3 times and has earned 1 conference championship. Mr. Tracy and his wife Jerry, an Alleman grad and former coach, have 3 children, Kevin, Ann, and John. Inductee, Mike Tracy. And our last inductee is from the class of 1989, Dr. Brian Wolf. Dr. Brian Wolf led the Pioneers to their best ever finish in basketball, a second place in the Illinois High School Association Class A state finals. Wolf, a National Honor Society member and Illinois State Scholar, was a first-team All-State selected by Chicago Sun-Times, Champaign Gazette, and the Illinois High School Basketball Coaches Association, and was a second leading scorer in the 1989 state finals. Dr. Wolf was also an All-Western Big Six and All-Metro selection, team MVP, the top defensive player, as well as co-captain his senior year. He is the all-time leading scorer, and after his Alleman career, Dr. Wolf played 4 years of varsity basketball at Loyola University, where he played in 87 games. At Loyola, Dr. Wolf graduated summa cum laude, 3.95 grade point average with a degree in political science and a minor in biology. Dr. Wolf, an academic All-American at Loyola, graduated from Stritch Medical School of Medicine in Chicago, and has been part of the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinic Orthopedic Surgery Residence Program since 1997. Dr. Wolf and his wife Laura have one son, Jack Henry, born last February. Inductee, Brian Wolf. Let's have a nice hand for this year's inductees to the Alleman Athletic Hall of Fame. There will be a formal induction tonight at the Alleman cafeteria, approximately 1/2 hour after tonight's game. So come and meet and congratulate this year's inductees.
Well, as we get set to go here for the start of the second half, and the kick is underway, it'll be taken by one of the Shadowmans, and he'll bring it up over the 30 to the 40, outside the 40 to about the 43-yard line, so about a 22-yard return for Justin Shadowman, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Well, it's kind of fun to see him run, because as he was running, he changed the ball in his hands twice. He went left, he went right, he went left.
Well, you know, that just shows great coaching on the part of Coach Tracy, who was inducted into the Alleman Hall of Fame during halftime. And so we're set to go here. 1st and 10 as Rafferty gives off. 2, it looks like Van Voltenberg again. And it'll be Jeff Jacobs with the tackle.
From the 48-yard line of U.T.H.S.
Actually, I think it was number 15. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Carried the ball.
My mistake. Joe Robertson with the carry, so he's in there to start out the second half. LeJohn comes out wide, and one man in the backfield all by his lonesome as Westbrooks comes in motion as well, and it's given off to Robertson, and he breaks it loose. He's to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Well,
Joe Robertson.
It's a good thing we got his number right.
Well, I guess so. That's the way to start out your second half, your second carry, and you break it for 42 yards for a touchdown. A lot of speed. So, again, UT, they got so many weapons back there with a lot of speed. And here's another one. Joe Robertson, 5'9", 175 junior. And so we can look forward to him again next season. Well, UT's going to go, it looks like, for 2 points, as I don't see the kicking team coming out. And now it looks like they're going to have to call a timeout. There was a little confusion there after that great run, so a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well. Scott Durbin to attempt the extra point. Rango with the hold. Snap is down, it's up, and it's good. Score now 20-12 in favor of UT. And we'll take another short break and be back with the kickoff. As we get set for the kickoff by Van Voltenberg, and it's a good one. Comes down at about the 5-yard line. Taken there by, well, good run back by Tom Langer, and he's still going up past 35 to about the 37-yard line. So 27-yard return, and a good one at that.
70, Will Greenwood.
Well, Greenwood with the tackle.
The first and 10 for the Pioneers from their own 37-yard line.
So let's see what the Pioneers do on their first series of the second half. Getting off the wood, he'll break it out to the left side, and he'll pick up pretty good gain of about 5 yards, it looks like, as he gets it past the 40 up to about the 43. Shadaman with the tackle.
Well, let's see if Alleman can keep this drive alive. They're just within a touchdown and a two-point conversion of tying this game.
And they certainly have been in the game all game long. They took the early lead and then took it back again, and they're confident. They're not going to let that one run get down. As Wood takes it again, he'll
Michael with the ball carrier again, picks up another 4 yards.
gets about 4 yards, so he'll be pretty close to that first down yardage, and maybe about a half a yard short, it looks like. Third down and about a half a yard. Dennison with the tackle
From the 46
on Wood, number 21. Well, Dana Just, the head coach for Alleman, has certainly done a fine job here this evening getting his kids ready for this game and had them fired up all game long. Let's see what happens there on short and yardage, and Ryan will take the ball, and very easy first down for him. He gets all of 2 yards, maybe 3 yards there for the first down. First and 10 for the Pioneers.
Josh Stanley of the Panthers. It'll be first and 10 for the Pioneers' own 49-yard line.
So at the 49, first and 10 for the Pioneers early in the second half. And a touchdown's already been scored, so let's see what happens here. Maybe they'll be scored just as quickly. Whoa, as a couple people jumped. Now, I don't know if the defense there just brought them over or not.
Everybody's pointing fingers at each
Yeah,
other.
they certainly are, but I think there might have been contact made by UT, and I think it's going to go against them. Yeah, indeed it was.
All is offsides. 5-yard walk-off. First and 5. For the
I think Adam Paget also moved here on the right side, but not till after the couple of UT players jumped offside. Bringing in the play is Tyler Warlop, it looks like. Number 85, if he splits out wide to the left. Pro set in the backfield with Armetta and Woods, and he's given off to Woods, and he'll get a couple. And brought there right away, down there right away by Seals.
Picks up about a yard.
That was Terry Ford on the carry. And we have an injured Panther.
Terry.
Oh, and we got a player down on the field.
And Sacco.
And Sacco also with the tackle. But we got a player down the field, and I can't see who that was. Just while they're tending to the young man, we'll take a break and be back with you. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by Internet Revealed. Adam Flores was the injured player. It looks like he got a stinger, and he goes off the field, but I think he'll be back as Ryan comes around to the right side. He'll get around the corner and go for the first down to about the 36-yard line. So first down for the Pioneers at about the 36-yard line. Well, just inside the 35, I guess they give them a pretty good mark there. So first and 10 from just inside the 35-yard line. Again, they're marching down the field here early in the second half. As Armetta gets the carry, and he takes it down to about the 30 with a great second effort. He was hit immediately at the line of scrimmage, just kept pumping those legs, and gets it down for a good 5-yard gain. And I didn't catch who got the tackle on that, Jess. I don't know if you caught that or not yourself.
No, I missed out.
Tyler Warlop goes out to the far left, and it's pitched out to Armetta. Armetta tries to make the corner, and he's going to be brought down there immediately by Sacco, number 40, for very little gain.
Gain of about 2. A 3rd and 5 for the Pioneers.
So 3rd and 5 as no gain on that play. But this is where I think they're the most dangerous at about 3rd and 5. Ryan Jones has so many options, and he's got a good arm back there. So let's see what happens here. And he's 6'2", and he can run with the ball. So as he's already proven tonight on a couple of plays.
On the other hand, we'll see if UT's up to a good defensive stand.
That's
here.
right. We'll find out just right now as it's given off to immediately Terry Ford, and Terry Ford look like he's going to get the first yard down. So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. They're marching once again as Joe Lemon goes off the field, number 80.
Now they're going to call for a measurement.
I guess they are going to call for a measurement. I thought to me it looked like he had the first down right away. So let's see what happens here as they bring in the chains. But I really don't think it's going to be that close. First down. So once again, the Pioneers are marching here. This their first possession of the second half?
Yeah.
Yes. Time is going by so fast, I can't remember anymore. So Ryan Jones brings him up. Armetta and Jones will keep it. He'll cut it up inside on the option and take it inside to 22, about the 17.
7 yards.
About a 7-yard gain. Good fake to Terry Ford, and he just snuck it up inside. And they have to guard against that outside too, because Terry Ford can run with the ball as well. So 1st and 10, or second down and 3. As is given to Terry Ford, and he gets a couple.
Wrapped up by number 40.
Then he's swarmed down there by Sacco, number 40, and 66 of David Bennett.
For the Pioneers.
Well, 3rd down and 1, lots of options that they can do down in here. They can run it up the middle. They can just so many things that they can do. Jones back there, I tell you, I'm pretty impressed by that young man, the quarterback. I think he's become a seasoned veteran here later on in the season. Is given to Ford, and he's going to have the first down.
Wrapped up by number 79, John Pate.
John Pate with the tackle, but not before Ford gets a first down. And they're at about the 12-yard line now, so 1st and 10 at the 12. And UT once again a little rusty starting out the second half on defense. Craig Ledbetter goes out wide to the left with Armetta and Ford in the backfield, and given to Armetta up the middle. Still driving, and he's fun to watch as well. He gets about 2 yards, make it 2nd down and 8 at the 10-yard line. And brought down by the whole defensive line, I think.
Robert Petro. The second aid for the Pioneers from the 11-yard line.
Robert Petro, I think, with the tackle, number 71. And I think everybody else was assisting in that as well. Tyler Warlop goes out wide once again. They're in a pro set. It's given off to Terry Ford up the middle, and he'll get maybe a couple. And that's about it.
Close to a first down.
Number 60,
Dennison with the tackle along with Adam Flores, who was injured a little bit earlier, but he's back on. 3rd and 6 for him at that point. So they got to get down to about the 2-yard line for the first down. And they're going to have to come up with a good play here, as neither team has a real strong field goal kicking team, I don't think. So, well, Jones is trying to keep it, and he's going to be brought back down for a loss by Dennison once again. So Brian Dennison starts to put the heat on, and it'll be 4th down and a bunch. as it looks like it's at the 11-yard line now, so 4th down and 9. And are they going to try bring on the field goal kicking team? Armetta is the kicker. So let's see what they do here. I think they're going to probably try to go for it, it looks like. Nope, Armetta is going to try to the field goal. Being held by Chris Knock, number 5. So let's see.
I don't know.
Good snap. Oh, good kick. And it's no good, just wide right. So unfortunately, it was a good one though. So the score remains 20-12 in favor of UT.
I guess I thought that one was going to be a fake because, well, I don't know. I was surprised they went.
I had an idea that they might have tried that too because they had Knock back there along with Armetta, and well, quick hitter up the middle. And Robertson, who had that last touchdown, only got about a yard, and he's holding his left shoulder down, and that's never, ever a good sign. And I don't know if you folks know what that normally means. A lot of times that's a broken collarbone. A lot of times when you see him holding that shoulder down. So hopefully that's not the case, as he's had a touchdown already this evening, and certainly they would miss him and his speed because he has a whole bunch of it. Well, Rafferty this time gives it off to one of the Shadowmans, and Justin with the carry, and he just gets a couple before he's brought down there by Kraft and Wood on the stop. About a yard, maybe 2-yard gain on that one. 3rd and 8 here at the 2:44 mark of the 3rd quarter. UT leading it 20-12, and a big 3rd down play as Rafferty's going to put it up, and it's going to go to Vallejo, and he'll be taken down at the 42-yard line in the 1st down. Vallejo, I should say. And so good catch, I tell you, the catches he's made, it's been outstanding, and he's a big target back there.
Well, when they're throwing it to D'Amico, he certainly caught it, so maybe they should throw it his way more.
I think so. He's 6'3", 220, so that's a big target out there for Rafferty to hit. And he's got good hands, as he's already proven here this evening. So 1st and 10 for UT, up at the 41-yard line, as Justin Shatterman comes into motion, and it's given off up the middle, and for a good gain by Van Voltenberg, Chad Van Voltenberg. And it'll be 2nd down at about a short 3 or a long 2, whatever you want to take it.
The 49-yard line of the Panthers.
So 49-yard line, the ball sits, and UT is marching here on this series. Sievert's guard's coming in with a play, and he goes out wide to the right. We've got a wing formation, and it looks like a 6-2 defense back there, so they're looking for the run. But here comes Van Boltenberg, and he makes a corner. He's down to the 40, to the 35. He cuts back to the right, to the 30, down to the 25, and he'll be taken down there by Terry Ford, number 40. And if Ford wouldn't have got him, I think he would have scored.
That was just a nice run by Van Voltenberg. He shook off one tackler, and he got some extra yardage.
25-yard line.
A 5'11", 180 pounder, and lots of speed once again. So then, boy, when they get around that corner, they are gone. Timeout by Alleman. So with that, we'll take a timeout as well. Well, as we get set to go here, as Rafferty goes back, he fires across the middle, in and out of the hands of one and into another. And it's going to be a score. That was a good one. That was unbelievable. As Zach Knox with the touchdown, and I'm not even sure whose arms it went in and out of. I didn't see it. I don't know if you caught that, Jess, or not, but that was unbelievable. So A 37-yard
actually, it was
strike.
kind of a mistake because there shouldn't be two receivers in the same area. And,
No, they could have held hands from the distance they were apart.
And you can see Coach Tracy down there telling the other guy, you weren't supposed to be there. But it worked out fine.
Durbin attacked the extra point, and it's blocked.
Extra point is blocked.
So 26-12 now in favor of the UT Panthers. And that touchdown, I guess, was brought to you by the Quad City Sports Connection, and we'll be back with the kickoff.
Volberg kicking off for the Panthers.
Van Volberg set to kick. Back to Langer Wood. And it's going to come down to Langer, and he is crunched right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
Here's tackle by number 34, Brian Lejeune.
Now down by 2 touchdowns, so they're going to have to start putting some points up on the board. With 59 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Well, Ryan Jones will bring him up, and now he has his work cut out for him as they're in a pro set. And Ryan Jones was looking for somebody downfield. Now decides to take it himself. He'll get about 3 yards up to the 23-yard line.
Tackle by number 65 of the Panthers, Justin Adams.
Justin Adams with the tackle, number 65. So 2nd down and 7 for Jones and company as Craig Ledbetter brings in the play, number 10. He'll split out wide to the left side. They'll go into their pro set once again, which is their basic set, and give it off to Armetta, and he gets absolutely nothing. And I'm not sure who hit him, but whoever did really put the crunch on him. And so it'll bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Pioneers, as that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter with the UT Panthers leading it 26-12. As we get set for the start of the 4th quarter, Jones goes back, he'll fire it, and pretty close interference, and definitely was. I don't think there'd be much argument there, as he was just starting to go up in the air and he got hammered. So flag came out rather easy. I think that was a good call by the officials.
Pass interference against the Panthers.
So that'll be a 1st down for the Pioneers. And in high school and college, it's different than pro, as they march off 10 yards versus at the spot of the foul and an automatic 1st down. So it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. So a good break there for the Pioneers as they'll attempt to march this one down and get back into this game. And they've done a good job all night long. And let's see what they can do here. Ledbetter comes out wide to the left, pro set. And it's given off to Armetta with the carry. Seals with the tackle.
Well, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Pioneers.
So 2nd down and 10, no gain on that play. And a little quick hitter just off of the guard, the right guard, as they've tried it a couple times, it just hasn't worked. They got 2 wide receivers split out wide. And here comes the big pass. And in and out of the hands of Chris Knock, number 5, and it was a good throw. And if he just maybe if he'd leaped up in the air a little bit for it, he might have grabbed her and brought it in. But nice play. They can keep that one in the playbook and try that one all over again. So that'll bring up a third down and 10. And that would have been about a 30-yard gain as well. So let's see what Jones and company has up their sleeve on 3rd and 10 here at the start of this 4th period. And they're going to play it kind of safe. And Jones keeps it himself, and he'll be dropped back there for a couple-yard loss. And so it'll be 4th down and about 12.
Well, that's good penetration by the Panthers that time.
Yeah, they got in there in a hurt, took away that option play that Jones has ran so well this evening. And again, a lot of these adjustments come at halftime, and you're kind of seeing some of those right now for UT as he looked pretty sharp here in the second half. Well, Shadaman's waiting for the punt to come down to him, and it'll bounce in front of him at about the 30 and go out at about the 20, make it the 30-yard line.
At the 29-yard line where the Panthers take over 1st and 10.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 29-yard line. Well, now it's called ball control here on out for UT. If they can do that, they're going to put a win underneath that column for them. And go to 6 and 2, and if I'm not mistaken, that qualifies them for the playoffs. Wing formation, and they'll give it to LeJeune, and LeJeune is up to the 40 and outside the 40 up to about the 44-yard line. So nice carry, 14 yards, 1st down. Brian LeJeune with the carry, and injury or no injury, I guess his ankle was rather tender. It's looking very good now. So Rafferty again puts LeJeune into motion, and Shadaman with the ball, and a nice shoestring tackle
Taken by Crosser.
Matt Crosser, number 62, and he got him around those shoestrings
Had him on
that's
a
low on the
shoestring.
ground. His right hand came out, just caught that right shoe of Shadaman, and down he went. Blue comes into the game, number 31 with the play. And he's been kind of quiet tonight. I was waiting for him to kind of explode here this evening. And jumping up in the air is Robertson. So apparently that shoulder was okay, and that's a good sign. As he got a couple yards there, but he's going to be able to talk about this game all season, or the rest of the year at least, probably his whole life, as that big 60-yard run that he had in the first half, and since that time has been stopped a couple times. But that makes it 3rd down and 10. As we got everybody splitting out here, 3 wideouts. As Rafferty comes out to the right side, he'll pass it off to Ryan Rangel, and Rangel takes it, well, let's see. Looks like about the 50-yard line, but he's going to be short of the first down. Oh, and a fumble. Well, that's something I didn't see, Jess, and the Pioneers recover. So I didn't see it at all. I don't even know if we caught that on camera.
No, everybody was standing right in front of the play.
So apparently somebody ripped it out of his hand, because it looked like he had good control of the ball, and all of a sudden it's a turnover. Well, it's a break that the Pioneers needed. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Splitting out wide to the right is Tyler Warlop. And Jones goes back for the pass, and he'll get it to Warlop, and Warlop to the 40, and he'll be brought down there by one of the Shadamans. And Josh Shadaman with the tackle. So Tyler Warlop with a nice catch and run after the catch. And a 1st down for the Pioneers at the 38-yard line.
There's still lots of time left. 9 minutes left in the game. Alleman scores quick. They're right back in this ball game.
Joe Lemon bringing in the play as he'll pass it out, and it's caught. out there on the right side by Jeff Jacobs, and he'll get a couple. I'll make that close to about 5 yards, so pretty good first down play. And it'll be 2nd down and 5 at the 34. As Westbrooks comes off the field for UT, taking a breather. And the defense is a 4-3 with the pro set for the Pioneers. Ooh, and it's hit so hard I forgot who was running. Mike Reddick.
Mike Wood and Brian Seals met.
Boy, Reddick really really got hammered here. I don't mean to make fun, but boy, when you see him crunch like that, that's a hard hit. That's the reason probably why those are the parts of the game I rather forget about. Ledbetter comes out to the left side, and Jake Steele goes out wide right. It's given to Armetta. He cuts it back up inside and close in a fumble, and he's going to recover his own fumble. So now what's going to happen there is that would give him a first down.
Actually, that was Mike Reddick that was carrying the ball, number 24. But Alleman keeps the ball.
So I'm going to give him a first down as well. So, well, interesting. Well, I guess I saw a 3 instead of a 2, so my mistake for Reddick, number 24, with another carry for him here this evening. And they get the first down after the fumbles. Maybe that was planned by him. Jones go back, fires it out to, in and out of the hands of Jeff Jacobs, as Josh Shadaman with the deflection got his hand in there and broke it up.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Pioneers.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Pioneers. As they await the play to come in. By Joe Lemon, and he'll split out wide to the right. Pro set. Jones goes back, and he better get rid of the ball, and he'll be taken down for a big loss by Adam Flores, number 60.
Sack by number 60.
It looks about like close to a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, nobody stopped Flores from getting there.
So
Somebody missed the blocking assignment there.
3rd and 18. Well, actually, I think there was a guy on him, but Flores just kind of overpowered him, and it was nothing he could do about it.
But even before he got there, somebody missed the block.
One of the offensive linemen, because he was picked up by one of the backs, and the back just didn't have enough to stop. And we have a timeout on the field, and we'll take a timeout as well. Well, as we get set to go here after the timeout, with Jones looking downfield, he's trying to hit Armetta, and it's nice defensive play by Dennison as he got that big paw up there to knock it down.
Great defensive play by Dennison. Actually, he had a better chance at it than the receiver did.
Yeah, he did. A little bit underthrown and not enough height on that ball, and that was the reason for that one. So that brings down a 4th down, and it looks like the Pioneers are going to go for it. Why not? It's in the 4th quarter. They're down by 2 touchdowns, and they might as well. So 2 wide receiver, and Armetta comes up into the wing. So that's a little bit different look. And Jones is under pressure, but he's going to get it off. It's going to be picked off by LeJohn, and LeJohn is up to the 50, down to the 45, inside the 45 to the 43. So Brian LeJohn with a pickoff of Jones's pass, and a big turnover, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Well, I think LeJohn saw that all the way because he made a great break on the ball, went right to it. He saw it all the way.
Well, and Jones didn't have much chance. He had to get rid of the ball as he was under heavy pressure.
Heavy pressure.
And, of course, his eyes just geared in, and LeJohn saw it and broke to it, and it was an easy interception. Changing quarterback as we. Oh no, Rafferty's still in there. My mistake. Giving off to one of the Shadow Men's, and he's duking and dancing back there, but he is going to be brought down. Justin Shadowman.
By number 31, Ryan Trimble.
Well, he went left, didn't see a hole, came right, didn't see a hole, and
Trimble
all
with the
over
tackle. But it was fun to watch. So he lost a couple on that one. I guess just 1 yard, but it was a lot of fun to watch. Zach Knox brings into the play. He'll split out wide to the left side in the wing formation. Westbrook's on the right side as Justin Shadowman goes into motion. Westbrooks gets the ball. He'll make the corner. He's down inside the 20 to about, or check out it, inside the 30 to about the 25.
Ryan Jones and number 5, Chris Knock.
Chris Knock
First and 10.
with the tackle.
6-yard line of Alleman.
So I tell you can't let Westbrooks get out on the corner. Big trouble is going to come after that.
If he makes the corner and nobody's there, he'll be gone.
And you can just see the speed on him too. It's kind of fun to watch him run as Blue comes out wide to the right side. Single back formation with Shadowman in motion. Rafferty hands up quickly
To Van Voltenberg.
to Van Voltenberg, and he'll get maybe one, it looks like. And that should bring down a 3rd and 9.
Little no gain.
Well, I guess no gain at all, they're saying.
From the Pioneer 26-yard line.
Well, the score is 26-12 in favor of the UT Panthers, but I tell you what, I give my hats off to both teams for the players who've made the sacrifice to play the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it is a sacrifice. I mean, these guys could be home playing video games or
Sure.
working or something, but they do it for the pride of the school and
Well, you know,
and make that sacrifice.
And actually, what it teaches these youngsters is teaches them discipline. It teaches them teamwork. It teaches them how to lose, because in life we're not always going to win all the time. We're going to have some losses, and how to overcome those obstacles. So this is just a great game. It gives out to Van Voltenberg, and he'll get a couple. And that's about it. And that'll bring up 4th down. Jeff Jacobs with the tackle.
And while we're talking about that, I want to thank Athletic Director Larry Schulte, Father Marabelli, the Alleman staff, Athletic Director Jim Unrath from United Township, and the East Moline staff.
And they do a great job on both sides. Very well coached teams. And that's one thing I've seen all year long is very well coached teams, no matter what the scores may have been. So it's 3rd down and 10, I guess I thought it was. One ahead of my Shadowman gets around the corner, and he'll take it inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7, and that'll give him a 1st down. So nice run that time by Josh Shadowman, knocked out of bounds by Knock.
A 1st and goal for the Panthers from the 7-yard line of Alleman.
1st and goal at the 7.
And once again, I'd like to congratulate Coach Tracy on him being inducted into the Alleman Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. That's quite an honor, no matter where you are. So Rafferty's still in the game as he gets out to Van Voltenberg, and he was close.
And Voltenberg again up the middle for about 5.
It should be 2nd down and about 3 for the score if they get in there. 3 yards to go for the score. And Van Voltenberg, well, I guess he's okay, just a little bit tired. He's been running a lot as he comes off for a breather. And Rodney Blue comes onto the field, number 31 with the play, and he'll split out wide to the right side. And they're in the wing formation. Westbrook's on the right side, and it's given to Robertson. He's in for the 2nd score of the evening. So touchdown for Joe Robertson. Score right now 32-12 as UT starts to put on the pressure here, and I guess that might be Katie by the door, as I like to say, once they get a pretty good lead.
Now with 3:28 to go, that's
the extra point for the Panthers.
kind of a little too much of a lead to overcome.
Yeah, it is. Scott Durbin will attempt the extra point. With Rango holding, it snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. 34-12 now, and we'll be back with the kickoff. Buzzer gets set to go with the score now 33-12. I guess I said 34-12, and I was informed of that as Van Voltenborg kick it off again. And he'll keep it on the ground, and it'll pop up in the air, taken there by Terry. Well, check that.
Number 90.
Bergmeyer with the carry, Andy Bergmeyer. And he takes it up to about the 40-yard line where they'll start 1st and 10. Well, it could be a passing game from here on in.
Langer's now the quarterback.
Tom Langer going in as the quarterback.
There's been some changes here on both sides, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's getting late in the game, and the game's pretty well decided, so why not? So Langer comes up underneath center. And timeout called by UT, and I'm not exactly sure why. As Westbrooks calls the timeout. And so with that, we'll be back after these messages. Well, technical difficulty there. As Tom Langer keeps the ball, and he'll take it up to about, it looks like, the 48-yard line taken down there by Scott Durbin. And so it'll be 2nd down and 2. We are at the 2:53 mark of the 4th quarter as this one is winding down in a hurry. Jarrett Doherty comes out wide to the left. His first time into the game, and they're going to throw it at him, and I'm not sure if he was ready or not. It looked like he didn't see it coming, so it goes incomplete.
And it'll be 3rd and 2.
Doherty, a 6-foot, 170-pound senior. And a lot of them going in and out now. We'll hopefully try to get some of the names for you as they come in and out of the game. The defense stays pretty much the same. Doherty again comes out wide to the left side. Langer is still quarterbacking. And he'll keep it. He'll get around the end and pretty close to that first down yardage. I think he'll have it. And it will be a first down at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 for the Pioneers.
That was Sievert's guard on the tackle.
And he's been kind of quiet tonight too on offense, which he was pretty active the last time that we seen him, but playing a good defensive game this evening. Well, Lemon splits out far to the left side this time. Langer looks downfield and throws it, and it's going to be complete.
Langer's pass good to number 84, Jake Steele.
To Jake Steele, number 84.
First and 10.
And it'll be, well, not quite a first down, about a 8-yard gain. And so it'll be 2nd down and 8 yards from the 35. I-back formation this time for Langer. And he'll go back again, looks downfield, and he's going down for the big one, and too long for Armetta. And so that brings up a 3rd down and 2 at the 1:55 mark of the 4th quarter. Well, this has been a good game overall. Really exciting in the first half as they were switching back leads all through it, and second half UT kind of dug in a little bit here and kind of pulled away towards the end, but it's been a great game for both teams. As Langer again, and this might be too many men on the field, but I don't think they caught it, as it's going to be Woods coming down. Almost got it, but right inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line, so nice run by Mike Wood. And they'll take a timeout there to stop the clock. They want to get another score in here.
It'll be first and goal for the Pioneers from the 4-yard line of the Panthers.
And I'm not sure if this will be a 30-second timeout or not. Well,
No, they stopped the clock for the first down.
Okay, so they didn't take a timeout. So our
clock is
Wood's
running
still
now.
in the backfield, and it's given off to Wood up the middle, and he'll get a couple right down to about the 1-yard line, make it the 1 foot line, and he stopped there, and that time they may have to take a timeout. And again, they're still running, so.
From the 2-yard line for the Pioneers.
Well, they want to get in that final score, so let's see what they can do here. That's at the 2-yard line. I thought he got inside the 1 myself, but I'm not down there on the field. So 1:02 left in the game as Langer takes the ball. He'll try to cut it up inside, but that was
read real well by the defense.
And taken down actually for about a 2-yard loss. With that, I think they'll have to take a timeout now. Let's see if they do or not. But they're still keeping the time going, so apparently the coaches say, well, if you can score, great. If you can't, you can't.
Well, they have enough time for at least 2 more plays anyway, so. 30 seconds.
So 4 yards to get those 6 points. Let's see what Langer can do here. Probably the last play of the game. It's given out, pitched out to Armetta. He'll cut it back up inside, but he's going to be taken down there. And that'll make it 4th down and goal with 13 seconds left. And now they call a timeout.
Timeout, Alleman.
So we'll take our last timeout. Hey, we really like to thank again all you folks for tuning in to Family Ties Productions, and look forward to a lot more good, exciting things happening in the future. So the final play of the game coming up right now. Langer gets the ball, he gives it off to Wood, and Wood looks like he got in. Or did he? Well, I certainly looked like he got in, and he did indeed. He got over. So right with the 5-second mark,
4-yard run by Michael Wood.
Mike Wood with the score. And they'll wait for the extra point. And now no, let's see, I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, no ticks of the clock off during the extra point.
Well, there's 5 seconds left.
And only 5 seconds left. So that probably will do it after the extra point.
No, there won't be nothing.
And they're going to go for 2 points, it looks like. So let's see what happens here. Langer will come underneath center one last time, and this will definitely do it as he splits out to the right side, man wide open, and they'll get that 2 points. It's completed to Ryan Trimble, and that will end the game. Oh, 5 seconds left. Well, no time went off the clock. Actually, that time should have gone off the clock on that one, but they didn't catch it. So we'll wait for the last kickoff off the game, and when we do, we'll be back with you. Well, the last kick of this game coming up at you. And it is up, and it's going to be probably kicked into the end zone and taken there and brought out, and they'll do a reverse to Westbrook, so he'll bring it out to the 10, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, taken down there, and that'll do it. UT Panthers will take it 33-20 over the Alleman Pioneers. It's been a good one, Jess, and I've certainly had a lot of fun doing it. I hope everybody has enjoyed it. What did you think of the game?
And once again, I'd like to remind everyone.
Well, I thought it was one of them games where Alleman took it to UT early, got the early lead, and UT settled in, got back in the lead, and they had control of it the rest of the game.
I think just their speed kind of came to the forefront in the second half, and they pulled away, but it was a good game by both teams. Once again, congratulations to Mike Tracy in his induction into the Hall of Fame here for Alleman. And I'd like to thank Internet Revealed along with the Quad City Sports Connection. I'm Jim Sainsbury. Hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you again. So long.